I'm Hannah Dunn, and this is my commemorative speech. When we were younger, we always had a dream that we wanted to do, and what we wanted to do as our future job, whether that was a race car driver, or maybe a ballerina, or a firefighter, or something like that. But as we got older, that of course changed with, whatever we kind of moved into and what subject we liked better, or maybe we all had a story that, this is why I have this passion. And mine was when I was 12 and I lived in Colorado. We had a lodge up in the mountains, and every weekend they had something that was called Special Needs Weekend. And these kids either had a mental or physical handicap. Some of them had, just maybe one disorder, and some of them, of course, were mentally and physically handicapped, and so they always needed some assistance. They always had their parents with them, and so, whenever I first got there, I wasn't exactly sure how to interact with them, but the family who had owned it had a daughter my age, and so I was over there quite a bit, and I kind of got, who needs help here, and what kids really needed the assistance, and what kids just liked being talked to and like being interacted with. And so after a couple months of being there, I helped my friend, and we'd make games for the kids, and we'd have a scavenger hunt or something that they could be involved in the outdoors, because of course it's beautiful in the mountains, and so they always loved being outside. And so the lodge had decided that they wanted to expand and have more things for these special education kids. And so the lodge had looked into equine assisted therapy, and that is where you bring in horses, and anyone who is mentally or physically handicapped can either, brush down the horses or feed them. Or some of them, if they like to, they could ride them with, a lot of assistance, and you have to be certified for it and everything. And so I remember building these pens for the horses, and they started constructing a barn. And I remember the first horses that we went and got, and we had brought them back, and it was that very same weekend that we decided we're going to bring just a couple of the kids up there just to see how they interacted with them. And we brought up 4 or 5 kids, and we had some hay for them to feed to the horses. We had some brushes that they could brush them down and everything. And just seeing these kids react to these horses was, I can't even describe it. They were so excited to see these huge animals. And of course, they're these little tiny kids, and they just ran right up to it, and they were so excited to see them. And they had the biggest smile on their face. And I will always remember that, because some of these kids are so handicapped that they can't even communicate really with their family. Of course they can some, but they don't have the brain capacity to say words. And so for them to really connect to an animal like that is something huge for them. They've never had this experience before. And so for them to have this huge smile on their face, and they were so excited, and it was just a new experience for them. And that's what really made me decide that I want to do something with children, so I can have that kind of experience and always be amazed at what these kids are excited about, and get to really see how a child will develop and expand and make new experiences and have new things. And I know some of you really don't know what you want to do, but I hope that when you do figure it out, you have an amazing story to tell, and you can tell people why you're passionate about things and why you want to pursue this career.